Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 1st, 2024, and I'll call to order the Story County Board of Supervisors meeting. Please stand if you are able to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. If there are no changes, I'll take a motion to adopt today's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Merkin,
Aye.
Basil, Hens, aye. Now is the time for public comment number one. This comment period is for the public to address topics on today's agenda. If anyone would like to make public comment, please come forward to the table, or if you're on Zoom, please raise your hand. And seeing none, we will close public comment number one. We'll move on to, we have bid opening for the Story County Justice Center remodel. Morning, Jeff and Joby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I did put bid tabs for each of
Yeah.
you up there. I think there are, if others need them, there's a bid tab form on the table.
Okay, I'll be doing the opening and the reading and Jeff will be writing.
Take notes.
All right, we'll start with the first one in no particular order. It's the first one I grabbed out. It is from Harold Pike Construction out of Ames, Iowa. I told you, Jeff, I would fumble with this. Okay. Up there. We do have bid bond included. More opening here. And acknowledgement of addendum number one. Okay, base bid in the amount of $720,000. That is $720,000 and no cents. Time to complete work, 26 weeks. And then for alternate, add one to replace the entire fire alarm system throughout the building is 78,000. Feet 78,000, no cents. Okay. Package this back up and we'll move on. That in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, next one is Henkel Construction Company out of Ames, Iowa. Bid bond is included. Acknowledgement of addendum number one. Bid amount of $739,000. $739,000. Time to complete work is 20 weeks. Alternate number one to replace fire alarm system is an add of 80,000. Get it all to cooperate for me. Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
Okay. Bid number 3 is from Edge Commercial out of Grimes, Iowa. Bid bond is included. Acknowledgement of addendum number 1. Base bid of $666,400. That is 666,400.00. 20 weeks to complete. Alternate number 1, add of 104,000. 104,000.00. Yep, thank you. All right. Fourth and final bid is from Dean Snyder Construction out of Ankeny, Iowa. Bid bond is included. Acknowledgement of addendum number 1. Base bid of $697,833. That is 697,833.00. 20 weeks for completion of work. Alternate number 1, add of $99,530. 99530.00. Okay. That is all of the bids we received. We will review bids and be back next week with a recommendation. All right,
All right.
thank
Thank you
you.
both.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Joe.
Next, we'll move on. We have a proclamation recognizing Community Planning Month. Supervisor Faisal, will you start us off?
Sure. Whereas change is constant and affects all cities, towns, suburbs, counties, boroughs, townships, rural areas, and other places. And whereas planners help navigate this change with data-driven insights and expertise that provide better choices for how people live and work. And whereas community planning provides an opportunity for all residents to be meaningfully involved in making choices that determine the future of their community. And whereas the full benefits of planning require public elected and appointed officials who understand, support, and demand excellence in planning and plan implementation.
And whereas the month of October is designated as National Community Planning Month throughout the United States of America and its territories. And whereas the American Planning Association endorses National Community Planning Month as an opportunity to highlight how planning is essential to every community and how planners are uniquely positioned to identify solutions to communities' most difficult housing, transportation, and land use questions.
And whereas the celebration of National Community Planning Month gives us the opportunity to publicly recognize the participation and dedication of appointed Planning Commission members who have contributed their time and expertise to the improvement of Story County, Iowa. And whereas we recognize the many valuable contributions made by the professional community and regional planners of Story County, Iowa, and extend our heartfelt thanks for the continued commitment to public service by these professionals. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the Story County Board of Supervisors, do hereby proclaim October 2024 as Community Planning Month in Story County, Iowa, in conjunction with the celebration of National Community Planning Month. I move the proclamation.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Merkin?
Aye.
Basil?
Aye.
Hens, aye. It's adopted. Excuse me, we have no agency reports. We'll move on to consideration of the 9/24/24 minutes.
I would move approval.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Basil?
Aye.
Merkin?
Aye.
Hens, aye. Consideration of personnel actions.
I move approval of personnel actions as presented.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Merkin?
Aye.
Basil?
Aye.
Hens, aye. Consent agenda items.
I'd
No.
move approval.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Basil?
Aye.
Merkin?
Aye.
Hens, aye. There are no public hearing items. We are down to additional items. Excuse me, discussion and consideration of the capital improvements plan policy following a 7-day review. Good morning, Crystal. And Leanne.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning. We bring back to you after last week, following a 7-day review, the consideration of our capital improvement plan policy. At this time, we didn't have any other suggestions or any additions from any other staff or department heads or officials, except to do some formatting of the document itself.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions or?
I don't, I thought Supervisor Merkin, any questions?
I have
No?
none.
No? Okay, there is none. I'll take a motion.
I move approval.
Second.
Then moved and seconded. Merkin?
Aye.
Basil?
Aye.
Hens, aye, is approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have consideration of steps and time frame for the annual capital improvements plan.
Yep, we bring to you our proposed steps and timeframes for the capital improvement plan policy. Noting that due to this year, we are a little bit behind. So we have on the left our steps with what it would be moving forward. You know, for example, under number 1, we say first Tuesday in September. That would be for next year. And then on the right, we have proposed our 2024 timeframe due to being a little bit behind and making sure we had this adopted. So for example, number 1 would be today, October 1st. So any questions or review on the timeframe that we've set forth?
I do not. No.
None. Looks fine.
I would move approval.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Basil?
Aye.
Merkin?
Aye.
Hens, aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have no departmental reports or other reports. Any upcoming agenda items?
Not at this time.
No.
Okay. Now is the time for public comment. Public comment number 2, comments from the public on items not on this agenda. The board may not take any action on comments due to the requirements of open meetings law, but may do so in the future. If anyone would like to make public comment, please come up to the table if you're here in the meeting room, or if you're on Zoom, please raise your hand. And seeing none, we will close public comment number 2. We'll move on to liaison assignments, committee meeting updates and announcements. Supervisor Merkin, do you want to start us off?
Certainly. This afternoon, I'm going to a field day over on Stagecoach Road, just east of Ames. Some landowners have done some work on a woodland area there, and they're having an kind of open house field day there. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, the headwaters of the South Skunk WMA is meeting in Gilbert, and we are having a joint meeting with the Iowa Creek WMA. As a follow-up from the statewide WMA meeting that was here in Ames last month, and to just kind of talk about some joint planning, where the two WMAs are and how our work might intersect. Meeting Thursday with staff to talk about the emergency response plan for the county and where we are on progress on that. I have pipeline safety training here in Nevada, I believe it is Thursday night. And then next Monday, I have an exit interview with the state auditor's office on the Storycom audit. And in the afternoon, an election officials call regarding the land and water legacy. I'm not sure what that's about, but sometimes things come on calendar. I'm not sure exactly what they're about, but something about that on Monday. So that's what I have until we meet here again.
Okay, I have a housing action plan meeting tomorrow, and then a NACO Justice and Public Safety meeting in the afternoon. I feel like there's something else tomorrow that's not on my calendar. I'm gonna have to do some checking, but Thursday, I have an alternatives arrest diversion meeting, and then the coordinated response pipeline safety meeting here in Nevada Thursday evening. There is a meet and greet Friday morning that I'll be at in Huxley on Friday. And Monday, I also have the elected officials call for the land and water legacy issue.
I have on my calendar an IDR at Story County today at 1. I have a Board of Health meeting at 2 today. Tomorrow's the Healthiest State Walk. Thursday, I know there is a training opportunity on Thursday. Not sure that I will make that. I have a meeting in the morning, but then I have a meeting with Crystal at noon. Friday, I'm in the office. Monday, I also have the elected officials, and I'm not aware of the pipeline meeting
Oh.
Thursday night.
We got several postcards and I can,
That'd be great.
Loop you
Yeah,
in.
may have just missed that. So that's fine for the week. And if there's nothing else, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
second,
Been moved and seconded. Merkin,
Aye.
Basil,
aye.
Hens, aye. We are adjourned.